sensitive. Now all of you know that this has changed recently, A gamma followed by A delta, then A alpha, A beta, B and C. Try to remember this sequence, no confusion, okay. Then for pressure, which fiber is most sensitive? A type of fiber is most sensitive, followed by B, followed by C. And hypoxia, which fiber is most sensitive? B followed by A, followed by C, right. Now next is written the spike duration. Spike duration means this is a part of the action potential, the duration of that. It is a part of the action potential. The spike duration more slow, more longer spike duration means conduction velocity is slow. So if I have to remember, the spike duration will be maximum, larger. In which fiber? Slower fiber. Which is the slower fiber? C fiber. That is why spike duration is maximum in C fiber, followed by B fiber, followed by A fiber. At least you remember that which fiber has spike duration maximum. Now two words I have written here, one is the paresthesia and one is the palästhesia. Paresthesia is the inappropriate sensation such as burning and pricking. Sometimes होता है, hand में नहीं तो food में क्या होता है, some needling kind of sensation, some burning kind of sensation happen, that is known as paresthesia, and it is due to which kind of fiber affection? A delta fiber affection. Paining, needling type of just sensation होता है, that is paresthesia. But similar kind of term is palästhesia. It is the ability to feel vibration, vibration sense feeling capacity, that is the palästhesia. And vibration sense is detected by which receptor? Pacinian corpuscles. Today we will also discuss after a few slides. So this is all about the different types of nerve fiber which are there in the body and their conduction velocity. At least remember maximum conduction velocity. Got it? Okay. Now next is that after this nerve, next is the muscles. Now whenever we discuss muscle, okay, now there is a pet topic which my very favorite topic, okay. So that is in skeletal muscle and cardiac muscle, how the DHPR and RYR coupling occur, because this is a very recent question and I hope I don't have to tell you the full name of DHPR and RYR. So DHPR is the calcium channel dihydropyridine receptor and RYR is the ryanodine receptor channel. So suppose this is a skeletal muscle and this red color line that I have made, this is the cell membrane, okay, and this is the T tubule of the skeletal muscle, T tubules, right. So all of you know that just beside this T tubule there will be an L tubule, L, okay, longitudinal tubule, which is nothing but the sarcoplasmic reticulum. This is this type of diagram, okay, and I discuss this topic in every LRR session. So INI-CET में भी आपको मिल जाएगा, इधर भी मिल जाएगा. Now all of you know that this cell membrane or the T tubule contain the DHPR. So this black color receptor that I am drawing here, it is the DHPR, and the sarcoplasmic reticulum membrane contain RYR, right. Now in case of skeletal muscle, पहले देख लो क्या होता है. So whenever you activate the skeletal muscle, okay, so suppose this is a neuron, okay, so this neuron आके skeletal muscle को stimulation दे दिया. So there is depolarization of the skeletal muscle membrane, okay. Okay, so now if there is depolarization of the skeletal muscle membrane, this depolarization will continue, okay, and then it will activate the DHPR channel. Whenever the DHPR channel is activated, it is going to interact with this RYR channel by mechanical interaction. Mechanical interaction means this DHPR will change its conformation and then it is going to interact with the RYR. So whenever the depolarization is coming up here, this depolarization will activate the DHPR and then this DHPR is going to interact with the RYR channel. Okay, this interaction between this DHPR and RYR is the mechanical interaction or physical interaction, and because of this mechanical interaction or physical interaction, RYR channel will open up. So whenever the RYR channel is open, the calcium is going to enter from the sarcoplasmic reticulum into the cytoplasm, and this calcium is going to causes contraction of the muscle. This calcium is going to causes contraction of the muscle. Now what you are finding out here, that the DHPR and RYR, they are making a coupling or interaction between them, and this interaction is physical interaction or mechanical interaction. So please remember this word, that in case of skeletal muscle, DHPR RYR coupling is a mechanical coupling, mechanical interaction. This mechanical coupling or mechanical interaction will occur in presence of the activation of the cell membrane, electrical activation of the cell membrane. That is why the whole term that is used is electromechanical coupling, or only mechanical coupling is also sufficient. And the second thing that you have to remember, that for skeletal muscle contraction, 100% source of calcium is coming from which organelle? Sarcoplasmic reticulum. Now, whenever the contraction is over, this calcium has to be mopped up. The calcium has to be taken back inside the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and this mopping up or taken back of calcium inside the sarcoplasmic reticulum is done by a primary active transporter, which is known as the SERCA. I told you today that sarcoplasmic endoplasmic reticulum calcium ATPase. ATPase means primary active transporter, right. So, this is the mechanism by which calcium is released from sarcoplasmic reticulum in skeletal muscle. But in case of cardiac muscle, look at similar kind of diagram. So, similar kind of diagram means again there will be a sarcoplasmic reticulum here. So, this is a sarcoplasmic reticulum and same type of channel will be here. So, this blue color channel here in the cardiac muscle is the DHPR, right, and on the sarcoplasmic reticulum membrane there will be RYR. So, this blue green color one is the RYR. But in case of cardiac muscle, the mechanism is a little different, right. What is the difference? If you activate the cardiac muscle cell, okay, so the depolarization is going on in the cardiac muscle cell. This depolarization will first open up the DHPR channel, means first what will happen, this DHPR channel will open, and through this DHPR channel calcium will enter into the cell. Where from this calcium is coming? It is coming from ECF. So, ECF calcium is entering into the cytoplasm first, little amount of calcium, and this calcium which is entering from ECF to the cell, okay, now this calcium what it is going to do? This calcium is going to stimulate this RYR channel. Now, all of you know this thing, very good, okay. So, now this calcium is going to stimulate the RYR channel. Now, all of you know that if you stimulate the RYR channel, what is going to happen next? Huge amount of calcium is going to be released from sarcoplasmic reticulum into the cell, huge amount of calcium. So, this amount which is coming from ECF is approximate 20% and this amount which is coming from sarcoplasmic reticulum is 80%, and combination of these two calcium is going to causes contraction of the cardiac muscle cell. So, in cardiac muscle, DHPR and RYR, look at carefully, this DHPR and this RYR, they are not physically interacting with one another, but the connection or the interaction between these two is done by this calcium ion which is entering in the cell, okay, which is entering in the cell from ECF. So, calcium is making a bridge between these two channel. So, that is why this coupling is known as the calcium coupling. Calcium coupling तो नहीं बोलते, इसको हम लोग बोलते chemical coupling, okay, and this chemical coupling will happens only in presence of electrical activation of the cell membrane. That is why the whole name is electrochemical coupling in cardiac muscle, okay. So, the same way this calcium in the cardiac muscle, after the contraction is over, this calcium in the cardiac muscle will be mopped up by the same molecule, that is SERCA, and the calcium which has entered from the ECF. You have to put back this calcium into the ECF once again, because ECF से आया था, now you have to put back into the ECF. Who is going to do that? So, calcium will go out in exchange with sodium, and this is known as the NCX. Today we have discussed NCX is an antipotar, not the sodium potassium ATPase, वो बाद में आएगा. So, this is the NCX, sodium calcium exchanger. It is exchanging calcium from the cell membrane,